Hello children, how are you? Welcome to your online classes. And today in this video we will explain the seed dispersal topic in the lesson plant reproduction. You have already learned about the reproduction in plants. The plant reproduction, they are of two types, vegetative and sexual. The plants mainly produce with the help of their seeds, but they can also produce new plants with the help of their roots, spores, stem, leaves, and these type of reproduction, it is called vegetative reproduction. Now today we will study about the seed dispersal. Now seed dispersal means the parent plants, they produce number of seeds, and if they fall on the same places, then they do not get proper nutrients, space, warmth or sunlight to grow. For this purpose, the plants, they scatter their seeds to different places, and dispersal of seeds or scattering of seeds away from the parent plant, it is called the seed dispersal. And many factors, many agents help them to disperse their seeds, just like the water, wind, animals, and also we people, human beings. They help the seeds to disperse to different places. They act like the agents. So first we will study about the dispersal by wind. So all the seeds, they develop some features among them to disperse by the wind, just like the cotton, dandelion. These plants, their seeds, they are having hair-like structures which act like the parachute for them. And orchid, they have the seeds very small, just like the dust, so they can easily carried by the wind to the distant places. Now seeds also dispersed by the water, just like the coconut, lotus, they are aquatic plants. Coconut, it is found on the coastal area, and when their seeds fall in the water, they flows down with the stream of water, and when they get the favorable conditions, they reach on the land, then they develop into a new plant. Similarly, the lotus plant, they also carried the seeds by the water to the distant places. Now the dispersal by the animals and the birds. The animals or birds, they eat the fruits and their droppings having the seeds. When they drop their droppings, the seeds, when get the favorable conditions, they can germinate into new plant. You can see the peepal tree, different places in your terrace or in your neighborhood also. In different places it can grow independently or automatically. Human beings, they are also the agent of the seed dispersal. They eat the fruits just like the oranges, mango, pear, plum, and they throw away the seeds to different places. And when these seeds, they get the favorable condition, they germinate into a new plant. And some plants like the tiger claw, they are having the hooks-like structures, and these hooks stuck on the hairs of the animals when these animals passes by them, and they travel the long distance. The squirrels, they also collect nuts, and which they hide under the ground for winters. Sometimes what happens, they don't find their buried nuts, and these nuts grow into new plants. Now dispersal by explosion. Some plants, just like the ladyfinger, balsam, peas, their pods, they scatter their seeds by dispersal, by explosion. Now agriculture or crop production. First of all, crop means when the plant, they are grown in a large number in a field, that is called the crop. And the process of production of crops on a large scale, it is called agriculture. And these agriculture or the crops, they are of basically two types, rabi crops and kharif crops. Rabi crops grow in winter and kharif crops grow in the summer. And there are different stages in the agricultures through which we can yield the good crop. First is ploughing. It is the act of turning the soil loose for the circulation of the air. Next is the sowing, when we sow the seeds into the ground or into the soil. Now when there is less nutrients present in the soil, then we add manure or the fertilizers to it. Then irrigation. All the plants, they need water. So irrigation, it is the act through which the sufficient amount of water to the plants given. Harvesting, when we cut the crops, and the storage, when we store the crop in a dry and moisture free area. Now protecting the crops. Crops should be protected from the scarecrow, by the scarecrow, and we can protect them from the birds, from the animals. Insecticide and pesticides are used regularly into them, and then we harvest. We store them in our airtight containers. Pesticides and insecticides also used to protect the grains and the pulses. And the healthy seeds are also stored by the farmers to grow new crop. Okay children, so in this way this lesson is completed. Read this lesson carefully, and in our next video we will do the bookwork of this lesson. Until then, have a nice day. Goodbye children.